Go sit down somewhere.
That's 100% facts. I've been saying that. Won't you just protect your brand and keep it moving? Like, stop all this. Everybody gotta suffer. Everybody gotta be part of my downfall. Like, bro, that's why everybody's walking away from you. That's why you don't see nobody around this dude. Nobody's around Drake. Alright, man, we gonna check in with my boy Deleted. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. This is Mal Hot Pocket. Let's get it.
Public opinion and public perception, we know no matter what happens, it could come out tomorrow that they absolutely did some dirty to Drake, violated him, did whatever they did, and people are still gonna say, yo, but you can't do that in rap.
You are a hot pocket.
So it doesn't matter.
That's not what the lawsuit is saying.
I'm just saying we don't know the nuances of this contract with UMG.
You are a sloppy hot pocket.
Had he won, this would probably not be happening. No one really
But you're going
thinks.
off of ifs though. Like, let's not speak from if this happened, if that happened, if
He got the extra sauce dripping from his hot pocket.
This is just a straight up defamation case when you asked Kendrick to do that, knowing he's on UMG. And I would like
ask Kendrick to do what?
call me, or you think Tupac said that?
Sorry.
Drizzy's personal hot pocket.
He asked Kendrick to call him a...
Yes, in Taylor Made.
I don't remember him asking Kendrick to call him a...
Just a dumb hot pocket. There is no way Mal can be this deep in the Drake fanboy pocketbook. He is living in his hot pocket at this point. You can find Mal at any grocery store near you in the Drizzy aisle looking for his hot pocket. How does someone whose literal brother is the Rockefeller co-founder, someone with direct ties to the foundation and true essence of hip-hop, ends up aligning with a corporate machine that has absolutely no respect for the integrity of rap? What is wrong with you? You look so corny. Yo, I'm serious. How do you go from being...
This is gonna be a good one. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, because if you think about it, Mal is the chief executive officer of the Glazers. He's that top Glazer. He's the guy. I'm telling y'all now. He is the one. He's the one, boy. He's the one.
Rooted in real rap culture to becoming the ultimate brown noser. You're a bootlicker at this point, a cheerleader. You do all that for Aubrey. What credibility do you even have left to ride this hard for this guy? It's embarrassing at this point. This toilet bowl of a podcast with Mal straight up stanking up the air from all the cheek licking he's doing for Drake. He's doing a lot of cheek licking. He does that for Aubrey, for Obs. It started off with Rory actually sounding like the sane one, because if you remember correctly, Rory sided with Drake initially when Drake filed the petition against UMG about the payolas and the bodying and all that against Not Like Us. Drake felt like UMG did this strategically so they didn't have to cash him out when it was time to renegotiate their contract. Rory stated that he initially backed Drake's petition against UMG and Spotify because if Kendrick was really out here running bots for Not Like Us, or if UMG blackballed Drake over his future contract negotiations, it'd expose the dirt within the music industry and help with future artists.
I remember that. Now, this is not the clip that he's showing. It wasn't this clip. There's another clip with Rory talking about the whole situation. It's a whole nother clip. And he breaks it down. He's saying that, you know, how UMG and Spotify and what's the name, if they were dropping the resale value or the rate of the song Not Like Us, they were wrong for that, and Drake has every right to sue. You don't consider that snitching and a bunch of stuff.
Drake was trying to save music and save all the artists. I never said that. Even if he is doing this for selfish reasons, which he may be, because I think that petition could be very good for all artists. If UMG has to go through depositions, open their books, there could be some bad practices of how songs are manipulated between DSPs and major.
I honestly don't know why Rory would think that. I get where he's coming from, but this is Drake. If there was things happening in the industry like that, you can definitely place a bet that Drake's name is written all over that as well. So snitching on Kendrick is snitching on himself.
Now, that petition is gone, and what has replaced it is just a straight-up defamation case for Drake to UMG, and at this point, I am taking myself out of the objective column.
Okay.
You can't do a defamation case in a rap battle.
But then, like everybody else with a sane brain, Rory switched gears, saying Drake's new defamation lawsuit is a no-no for hip-hop.
With that said, you're still a rapper, and there's still rapper rules. This is just a straight-up defamation case when you asked Kendrick to do that, knowing he's on UMG. And I would like...
Ask Kendrick to do what?
Call me pedophile. Or you think Tupac said that?
Sorry.
He straight up said, and that's where, again...
He asked Kendrick to call him a pedophile?
Yes, in Tailor Made.
I don't remember him asking Kendrick to call him a pedophile.
Mal, you are such a fucking dumbass. I don't even need to use any intellectual...
Oh man, I tell you, some people are so rooted into what they believe to the point where they just become delusional. And Rory is one of those people. Even academics is kind of like, see, I noticed academics haven't been doing no live streams. Maybe they ain't come across my timeline, but I don't know, man. I haven't seen anything. Maybe he on vacation. I don't know.
Words on you. You're just a stupid. You're pathetic. Mal, if you don't pick up your pocketbook and quit dropping it around on the floor for Drake to get it, this is getting ridiculous.
Tupac was telling Kendrick Lamar that he should call Drake the ghost of Pac. Or he's still alive. Maybe he recorded it in Cuba. I don't know.
Why are you acting oblivious? Why are you trying to change the narrative like no one heard this?
Yo, that was funny. He said, maybe he's still alive, recording it in Cuba. Bruh.
Man, use an AI of Tupac begging Kendrick to take the bait of him talking to younger girls. Where were you at? I know you know the bar. You study. This is your man's, right? You study this guy. There's no way you didn't hear that bar. I'm pretty sure you listen to that record every single day. A million times the way you guzzle Drake. There's no way you don't even know what he's talking about. Look at your face. That's a lying man right there. Look at that blank stare. I know a liar when I see one.
Let's say Kendrick lost, and Kendrick ends up suing UMG because Drake said that he's a woman beater and that his son isn't his. How would you view that? Would you be okay with it?
If a company publishes a song or does something that directly violates my contract I have with them, I'm not mad at any artist that is suing that company.
There's no way you believe in yourself. You know you sound ridiculous. Look at you. You look like a liar. You look like a professional liar. You look delusional. Malulu. My name is Malulu. From here on out, it's Malulu. Malulu or Malulu. Mal over here pretending to play the unbiased card, trying to save face for Drake snitching, talking about how he support any artist going up against corporate. Like we don't see through you. You're just out here caping for Drake and trying to make it look noble.
Now all of a sudden we want morals and integrity in rap, right? That's now out. Now all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, you can't sue that. You can't do this with rap. Niggas do everything else with rap. Niggas put out songs with niggas that can't rap. Push songs and music with niggas that can't rap.
Give them $13 million deals.
All day. We can do all of that. But when it comes down to the artist saying, I'm going to protect my contract, y'all did not honor what's in my contract. Y'all violated my contract.
You're absolutely right. Let me tell you why. Because everything that you're sitting there yelling and getting all flustered over because they're hurting your man's feelings is what your man was doing his whole career to other artists. Let's not forget why everybody jumping him right now. Let's not forget why Drake's getting packed out by every artist in the industry right now. Let's not forget what your mans just did to content creators. Even though he's not suing them, the way he threw them under the bus and hated on their bag is exactly why everyone don't like Drake in the industry. He uses that tactic that you're so flustered over, but for whatever reason, you want to be the armor for Drake. You want to be his shield and protect him, act oblivious and act like he's the only one being picked on. This is insane.
Public opinion and public perception, we know no matter what happens, it could come out tomorrow that they absolutely did some dirty shit to Drake, violated him, did whatever they did, and people are still going to say, yo, but you can't do that in rap.
But that's not
so it doesn't matter.
That's not what the lawsuit is saying. No, the lawsuit is saying it's a defamation case. You supported an artist saying terrible things about me that aren't true. That's what they're saying.
And honestly, bro, like, see, you see how
Damaris talk. Yo, she talks with her hands. I love it though. I love it. I got the biggest crush on Damaris. I'm telling you.
you guys like to spin narratives and change topics and form your own story pattern. This isn't even that kind of lawsuit anymore for you to be bring up the bots and the payolas and all the salty shit you believe that Universal did to Drake. This is a defamation of character lawsuit. This is about straight up not like us defaming him. This isn't about what you're talking about. So stop blending the two. First of all, Drake was lame for both, in my opinion. He was. However, if it was the other suit, he would have got a little leeway with that, especially if he would have caught some shiesty shit behind the scenes. Because, I mean, hey, get your bag, get your money. If somebody's stealing from you, get it. You feel me? If it's the corporation, get it. I've never been against anybody that had to sue a corporation. Corporations, we already know how that go. They steal from the people. However, that's not this anymore. This is a defamation case. You guys gotta understand what that is. He's mad because he got bullied. This is battle rap, bro. This is battle rap. The whole objective is to bully. What is you talking about, bro?
Drake even said on the shop, I study rap battles for a living. And I believe him, because there has been times when Drake has mocked people up in rap battles. You study this for a living. You know what a rap battle is. It's by definition, who can defame each other worse.
And the thing is, Meek Mill wouldn't do that. That's the part that y'all don't understand. That's where culture comes from. I'm not about to sue this man because I lost. I got to take my L like a man. The hell I look like suing this man just because he won his war? I'm the one that warred up. I lost. The hell I look like suing for losing now? That's insane logic.
But at what point do you just save face?
But save face so that the label doesn't pay for the shit that they violated?
But you keep saying that the label violated when his suit is not that the label violated anything. His suit is that they allowed Kendrick to say mean things about him.
Again, that's what we know.
She cutting him up. She cutting them all up right now. Oh my God, she cutting him up.
So far.
It's so cringe to watch. And I usually like cringe shit. I mean, my content is cringe, damn it. But this right here is a different kind of cringe.
We don't know exactly what they like. Yes, it's a defamation suit, but where did that come in at? Like, where did they do that at? Now we know that. Oh yes, you published a song with somebody saying things about me. You posted my home on DSPs with predator markers above my home. That could be in his contract with shit like that. A label cannot do. They cannot allow that to happen. I'm just saying we don't know the nuances of this contract with UMG.
Bro, what the hell are you talking about? What is your argument here? You're so cordy, like with your stupid ass pink ass hat. And I like the color pink. Don't get me wrong. Some pink hues on a shirt is dope, but that pink.
Listen, I understand what Mal is saying, but at the same time, I disagree with what he's saying. What Mal trying to do is trying to say you don't know the nuances of the contract. We don't need to know the nuances of the contract. We know what he's suing for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're saying, Mal is basically saying that even though he's suing because we don't know if he's suing because he probably told them, don't put this in my contract. If you, I don't want nothing to happen to my house. I don't want that in my contract. Like, I don't want, all of these things he's probably saying, like, I want this in my contract. You can't say nothing about my house. You can't say nothing about my kid. You can't say nothing about this. You can't say that. If any rapper says this, but that's kind of weird for that to be the case, because how would you come up with a contract like that if you didn't believe that you were going to get into the rap battle anyway? So you went to the record label and said, if I ever get into a rap battle, this is what I want in my contract to state that if you guys help them. How would he know that? I don't understand what he's trying to say, what's in his contract. You know, I understand what he's trying to say, but I just don't think that I don't think what he's saying is right. To me, it just sounds like a big ball of excuses for Drake. That's what it just sounds like.
cat with that light blue shirt. Easter's not here yet. Looking like a giant Easter basket.
Everyone is looking at it nuts because had he won, this would probably not be happening.
Like, let's not speak from if this happened, if that happened, if that. Let's speak to what happened, and then speak to the fact that, again, you've never seen his contract with UMG.
Of course.
I've never seen his contract with UMG. Most people online have never seen his contract with UMG.
Why? Because it makes sense. You act like we saying if we won $1 million. We've seen it before. We've seen Drake win battles before. We've seen him annihilate careers before. And he says the most outlandish and harshest things to these people. And he goes on his merry way. He doesn't even think twice about UMG doing anything behind the scenes. Because whatever he thinks UMG is doing behind the scenes, they've been doing before he was even an artist. This isn't nothing new. He wasn't tripping then. He hasn't tripped this whole entire time. He wasn't tripping last year or the year prior.
I'm just saying, just think about it from the standpoint that if his lawyers, his team feels like there's a violation of their client's contract with this company and we're moving forward with this lawsuit, there's some validity to that.
He wasn't tripping when he had that big beef with Kanye.
I understand what Mal is trying to say, but at the same time, I think Mal don't understand how this works. It just doesn't make sense, Mal, if that's the case. You trying to say that, okay, he had we don't know what's in his contract, but what's in his contract is that if any artist slander his name, he can sue y'all. Is that what you're saying that's in his contract? I don't know.
West just a couple years ago, the whole CLB versus Donda rollout. He wasn't tripping earlier this year when Kanye did that interview.
You know, it's like we saving the world. Like you take Drake and Lucian out, that just alters everything because that's such a control thing they had, the algorithm, the way that they work together to fix the numbers.
He wasn't tripping when Kanye outed him on that Sacramento stage. And right after Kanye did that, they 5150'd him and put him on psych meds. This has been an issue. So to act like all of a sudden you want to feel bad for him, this is exactly why he's being eliminated. He had too many yes men's around him. No real authentic OGs around him at all. And when you have too many people telling you yes, 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 you start to only see yourself. You shouldn't want to only see yourself. How do you grow? How will you ever grow if you are the only person in the room? No one's there to coach you. Everyone needs a life coach. That's why they say you should take therapy or counseling or whatever the case is, not just for mental health, but if you don't have anybody to coach you, you can't have a whole bunch of pocketbooks like Mal lying around. You can't. Hot pockets.
You can't do that to your artist. There can be no defamation. So it probably broke the contract. But again, people are looking at it like you went into a battle where defamation is the entire thing.
And again, I can't, because no matter what I say on the situation, it's going to look like I'm just riding for my guy.
See, and I can't stand people like this. Instead of understanding the issue within you, you try to put it off on everybody else. Like, oh, I can't even say anything because you guys are going to say I'm sticking up for my...
That's true. That's true. I hate when people do that. Like, bro, if your guy is wrong, your guy is wrong, bro. Like, just say that. Just say, yeah, listen, at least with academics, at least he said he can't roll with this. At least he said that. Mal, you going to the end of the earth for this dude. Like you really are.
All right, how about because you've been in podcasts for how many years and you're supposed to be a journalist, why don't you put your career before you and show professionalism and do these unbiased takes? If you don't want to envision Drake, call him something else. I don't know, call him Aubrey, something. So you don't see your mans, I guess, is the way you like to call him, your mans. Just because he's your friend doesn't mean you got to be dumb with him, especially if you're on a podcast. It's easy to say, you know, yeah, I don't think that he should have done this. He probably should have took this route, but you know, I'm not the artist. You could have easily said it like that. I mean, academics even says that. I actually want to put that out there. I will have to say Mal is worse than academics, and I know a lot of people hate Ak, but Ak is just more popular than Mal, so we see him more. He's just on everyone's timeline more, so you're more annoyed with him every day because he's more famous than Mal. He has more action than Mal when it comes to being retweeted or sourced. But I would have to say Mal is worse than academics because of the fact that he can't even put out an unbiased opinion. I've heard academics say, I don't know why Drake did this, but you know, I'm not the artist.
Yo, the reason why Drake's hate is because of Ak. No, it ain't because of me. I'm not filing lawsuits. I'm not doing these things. Like, if you leave it up to me, Drake would disappear for a little bit and just chill out. You know what I mean? Like, but that's me. Like, I can't tell the artist what to do. In reality, I think at some point, the duck lips and the random mirror selfies has to stop, and Drake has to try to answer to this himself, right? This is one of the reasons I don't talk to him about the lawsuit. I've never asked him about the lawsuit. I asked him if it was real once, and the lack of answer meant, other than that, I don't want to know his intentions, right? Because I don't want to be the person regurgitating what he's telling me. He should tell the world.
And we all still know that he's the biggest Drake muncher ever, but he still says an unbiased take when he really doesn't have the answer, and it's too ugly to even stick up for. Mal's gonna sit here and try to put it off on the audience. Look at him. Look at this bozo. You guys are just gonna say it's my man, so I don't even want it. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the hell up, man.
But what I'm saying is, you can't look at it like that, because if it's essentially, we know that he's in a negotiation with this company, right? They're probably one of their biggest artists ever. He's probably asking for things and that we can't even fathom. Probably one of the biggest deals we will ever see an artist get from a label, right? Insert rap battle.
Here go Mal over here again, polluting the room with his nonstop Drake praise, acting like this lawsuit is some revolutionary move for the culture. If Drake's the thirstiest rapper alive, then Mal is straight up dehydrated of a podcaster. The man's looking parched. He needs a drop of Drake's validation.
Here's another artist that this label is publishing and distributing. If he knows some things that they did on that side that will directly, one, violate his contract, hurt his brand, and now interrupt his negotiation leverage in his dealings with them.
Nah, Drake couldn't handle the L, so instead of taking...
Yeah, he's bugging. He's bugging. He's doing all this instead of looking at it from the other side. Like, you giving us, like Mal's giving us the take from Drake's side. He never gives us the take from the other side. So you know what? He never plays devil's advocate with Drake. Drake is always in the right, never wrong. Drake's never did anything, and it's disgusting to see.
Like a grown man, he threw a tantrum because Daddy Lucian Grange didn't play favorites like he expected. He's big mad because UMG didn't bend the knee this time. I didn't even try to rhyme that, but that was kind of clean. Because UMG didn't bend the knee. Oh, that was corny. And now Drake's out here convinced they must have done for Kendrick what they usually did for him. Payola and all that. Drake is not exposing some deep industry secret that we all didn't already know. He's just salty because the favoritism train didn't stop at his station. It didn't stop this time. It just kept on going. He missed it.
Because this is a rap battle, y'all feel like he shouldn't do that? He should just say, oh, nah, I'm going to take the loss. I'm going to lose out on money that most people will never see in their life, and I'm just going to let it be what it is.
Not you bragging about another man's pockets. You trying to flex another man's wealth against us? He over here trying to flex another man's wealth. I never respected people like this.
So either way, all that money or stake or percentage that he is owed by UMG is now gone, and he's probably going to go independent. So at that point, why don't you protect your rapper brand, your fan brand, instead of your legal brand, and move the fuck on?
Basically, in other words, shut the fuck up, Drake, and go sit down somewhere.
That's 100% facts. I've been saying that. Won't you just protect your brand and keep it moving? Like, stop all this. Everybody gotta suffer. Everybody gotta be part of my downfall. Like, bro, that's why everybody's walking away from you. That's why you don't see nobody around this dude. Nobody's around Drake because they feel like maybe it's his time to get up out of here.
Make people miss you. Do not go through with this lawsuit. It is going to fuck your whole credibility as an artist up. You going through with this lawsuit, it's cementing everything. And you're just going to look like another bitter Karen who complains to HR.
Again, you say protected. I feel like this is him protecting his brand. You keep saying rapper. This is one of the biggest artists in the world.
You know you sound ridiculous, Mal. Look, that's the face of a conflicted man. He doesn't want to say this, but he know he has to. He has to protect Aubrey at all times. He said, I have to do this for the Hot Pockets.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Do you think that Taylor Swift's label will allow another artist to put her home up on DSPs, a picture of her home up with sex offender markers above her home?
No.
Okay, now you comparing a man to a white woman. I mean, I see Drake as that, but not you comparing him to a white woman. But hey, let me just say this real quick. Taylor Swift didn't sue Kanye West, though. When Kanye infamously dissed Taylor in the track also had her sleeping with him in a bed. She talked big shit on Twitter, but she never sued him. Taylor got more heart than Drizzy at this point. Mariah Carey didn't sue Eminem. She took the booth, and respectively so, she gassed Eminem. I mean, that's one of her biggest hits, if you want to be honest. Even though Mariah Carey's part black, but still, she took to the booth herself. I mean, if you want to go the white way, we could keep going. Hillary Duff and Lindsay Lohan didn't even sue each other, and they had the ultimate battle. They hated each other. They was dissing each other everywhere, and they didn't sue each other. Britney Spears, NSYNC, they never sued Eminem, and he used to drag their names in the mud. They all got more heart than Drizzy. This is just a no-no. What he's doing is a no-no. It is lame. Since you want to bring up Taylor, Taylor mind her own damn business. Beyonce gets dragged all the fucking time. All the time. When Lil Wayne and Jay-Z was throwing jabs, Lil Wayne dissed Beyonce. Jim Jones has dissed Beyonce. She didn't sue. She didn't sue. Let's just keep it real here. Kendrick Lamar's fiance has every right to sue. Not even Kendrick don't even need to sue. Whitney could sue. You defamed Whitney completely. She can sue, and she's not. Drake has defamed Meg. She could sue, and she didn't. Meg can sue Tory Lanez. She didn't. Meg also didn't press charges against Tory Lanez. California did. I mean, we could keep going, bro. You looking real lame. Remy Ma didn't sue Nicki Minaj. Then Nicki Minaj dragged her ass. Nicki Minaj didn't sue Megan Thee Stallion when Meg basically straight up called her man a PDF. It's only Drizzy. It's literally only Drizzy Drake. I think Mal needs to just pick up his pocketbook and take back his hot pocket and walk away. No more hot pockets for Drake. No more pocketbook for Drake. Cause you looking crazy. Mal will be the downfall of this channel, of this podcast. Rory needs to really consider doing a side gig, his own solo podcast, kind of like what Charlamagne does. Allegedly, they reached out to LiAngelo Ball to come on the Rory and Mal podcast for them to discuss his new hit, that his song going viral called Tweaker. So allegedly, LiAngelo's team emailed them declining their offer and also took shots at Mal in the classiest way.
So we were trying to have LiAngelo Ball on the podcast, and we just now in real time got an email back from someone on our team. A quick note that LiAngelo Ball is passing, but they did say they liked what Rory said about it.
What did I just tell you before we started recording?
I see why he would pass and probably go to people that are saying great things about the record, but I think that would be...
That's the problem.
That's the good content, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Yes, it's the good content, but like I told you on those 2 episodes we talked about it, you OD shitted on that record. Like, I didn't feel like the shit you took was necessary.
That shit sound like ChatGPT. Hot boys.
Wait, Damaris, I think I figured it out.
What's up?
You hate LiAngelo because he's on UMG. Now it makes sense.
That's gotta be embarrassing and not a good feeling. That would have completely pissed me off. I don't know how Rory just sat there and laughed. I would have pulled this dude aside after the camera started rolling and said, hey, you need to get your shit together. You fucking up the bag. Because I'm pretty sure there's other artists out there that did not come on this show because of how ignorant Mal sounds. I feel like their channel is stuck in limbo. It doesn't seem like they're growing too much either. If I were Rory, I would think about doing something on the side, on my own. Maybe do a weekly, vlog or something on a YouTube, because Mal's gonna be the reason why this channel never brings in bread. He's too busy feeding Drake his hot pocket.
With that said, you're still a rapper, and there's still rapper rules. This is just a straight up defamation case when you asked Kendrick to do that, knowing he was on UMG.
And Rory's absolutely right. How do you claim that this is you, Aubrey, when the whole essence of battle rapping is to defame one another? It is literally obliterating your opponent with wordplay. Battle rapping is a sport. Who can out-rap somebody with words? It kept crime off the streets instead of fighting with fists or pulling out the thumper. Instead of using violence, I'm gonna violate you with wordplay. The whole meaning of battle rapping is to defame. So the irony for you to file a lawsuit under defamation is laughable. And Mal, your loyalty for Drake is dripping harder than a leaky faucet. You can take that however you want, but I think of Cat, and that's disgusting. That's disgusting, man. Do better. You are leaking harder than Cat, looking like a wet Garfield. Drake doesn't want it. Just stop already, gang. Just stop. Somebody get this man some dignity. The way this dude rides so hard for Drake, it's embarrassing enough to make Drake cringe at this point. I'm sure Drake is like, my God, I don't know what's going on with this guy. Why is he doing this, 40? There's no way in hell Drake thinks that's cool. But then again, I don't know, because Drake has said some sus stuff in his career.
Wayne is my favorite person to work with, though, because it's just, ooh, Lil Wayne, he's just too good.
You gotta give Wayne the love.
He's just too good.
Drake.
Some sussery stuff in his career, so I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, that was funny as hell. Oh, man. That was hilarious. Yeah. But he's right, man. Ball. But I always report on Mal and Rory and Damaris and the other guy that just left. I definitely think that Rory most likely is probably going to do another show. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But thank y'all for joining me, man. Appreciate y'all. See y'all. Peace. Bye.